Hello and welcome to Cricket Next YouTube channel. Today we have a very special guest with us, Rajasthan Royals CEO Lush McCrum, who has been in charge of the team for a couple of years now. He has seen the team grow from close quarters, and under his leadership, they continue to scale new heights with a different vision in place now. Jake, welcome to the show, and for sparing your valuable time for us.
Thanks, Sahil. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, Jake, just quickly, there seems to be a new vision in place at Rajasthan Royals now, Vision Youth. Ever since you guys appointed Sanju Samson as the captain, the same trend has continued with regards to the various players you have got at the auction, and you are investing a lot on youth. So what's your take on the youth which you are backing now?
Yeah, look, I don't think we've necessarily changed our vision. I think our vision's always been to win. What we've been able to do with the big auction is secure a really strong Indian core, which
Yeah,
we were probably missing from the 2018 to 2021 phase.
yeah,
And look, some of that Indian core is of an older age, like Yuzi and Ashwin, but incredible experience, incredible quality, and match winning capability. So I think it's always a balance. We've got some amazing youngsters, Rian
yeah,
Parag, Jaiswal, Devdutt Padikal, and many more. And we've
yeah,
got some great experienced players like the two I mentioned, like Josh Butler, like Trent Bolt, and
yeah,
others. So, like I think it's all about balance. You want that youth energy, rawness, combined with that experience. And what's amazing is some of our young players have got a lot of experience as well. The amount of games
yeah,
Devdutt's played, Sanju, is in between the two at sort of 27, 28 years old, but played over 100 IPL matches. Incredible
yeah,
experience for
yeah,
someone of that age. So yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily the vision's changed, but I'd say I would say the mentality's changed. And when you look ahead to this season, we're here to lift the title. There's no
yeah.
other questions. Whereas in 2018-19, when we were coming back, it was about the playoffs.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's about lifting that title.
Just coming quickly back to the Sanju question. It was a big call by the management retaining him, and then very quickly before the season got underway, you appointed him the captain. So was there ever a temptation to kind of look ahead of Sanju, or probably look at the bigger names going around the circuit, or were you very clear in your mind that Sanju was your go-to guy, the player you will build your team around?
Sanju was always our guy, and I would say he's a big name. So I'm not sure who bigger could have been possible. But look, Sanju, yes, he might have been younger than some individuals, but as I said, huge amount of IPL experience, huge amount of experience with Rajasthan Royals. He
Yeah,
lived, he breathed the brand. He knew everything about the franchise. He is so passionate about it, which is so important. And he'd experienced all those elements of the journey along the way. So, it was a perfect fit. And what I love about Sanju is he's such an openness to learn, and the amount
yeah,
he's developed over the last couple of years has been amazing. And he'll keep getting better and better. So he's taken us to a final in his second
yeah,
year as captain, which is monumental. And the way he sort of manages players, the way he works and motivates them behind the scenes. He may not be the loudest individual on the field, but all the
yeah,
work he does off it, which isn't seen by anyone apart from those in the setup, is
yeah.
why part of a big reason we've been so successful. And he's worked really well with Sangha in creating that winning culture. And look what's happened in the last season.
Yeah, just for years we have kind of attached Shane Warne, the legendary cricketer, with Rajasthan Royals and what he actually did to the culture. Now under Sangakkara, we are seeing a different version, probably an extension from what Warne probably did over the years. But now in Sangakkara, we have got that face to be associated with the franchise. So how have things changed for the better under Sangakkara? You think you have found some stability with him around?
Yeah, look, I think continuity is always very valuable within a franchise. I think
Yeah,
from the period 2018 to 21 when Sangha came in, we had a fair few changes. So continuity of leadership, both captain and coach, helps be successful consistently. Sangha is a great leader. He's a great thinker. He's a good strategist. And what's been great about him again is his openness to
yeah,
uh, open up to new elements. So, for example, we're very data driven as a franchise. We think we've got some of the best analytics in the league, and what he has come from in terms of being very gut based. He's seen the
yeah,
benefits of data in terms of team selection, in terms of the auction, and being sort of data informed has been very powerful for him. Now, of course, there's data can't tell you everything, but being able to optimize those inputs to get the best output is something he's been very open to. So I think that's been a massive success for him. And again, that combination of him and Sanju has worked really well because they've both got different strengths, and I think they bounce well off each other. And yeah, Sanga's literally speaking to me every day during the off season about different elements of the franchise. So he's super engaged, which is amazing, and really excited to again build towards lifting that trophy this year.
Just touching your data bit, I think one player who has really kept the data whizzes, very interested during the domestic competition which is undergoing in India right now is Riyan Parag. How happy are you for him? Because you guys have been backing him for the last 3 years now, and he has really come to his own in this domestic season, setting the Vijayazare Trophy on fire. And I recently saw your tweet regarding his 28 ball 78. So how happy are you for him and the kind of encouragement which you guys have been giving him behind the scenes?
Yeah, look, we know how good he is, and we know how good he can be. And the game he won for us last season against RCB was an incredible innings. And he's playing the most difficult role in the side as a young player is a lot of pressure. And the way he's dealt with that, the way he's dealt with all elements of playing that role, and whether it's social media or otherwise, I think it's been really impressive. He's getting better and better. He's still 21 years old. He's got unbelievable power, great skill, and so we're really excited to see what he can do this season. But yeah, domestically, he's been fantastic. He's taken a massive step up, hitting centuries to win games for Assam. He's taken Assam to the knockout stages of a few competitions, which is fantastic. And he's smacking it around in Ranji Trophy like it's a white ball game. So I think it's going to be great fun for the fans as well. But him as a personality, he is an entertainer. He has a lot of fun on the field. But he's a great individual off it as well. And he's someone you think about franchise cricket, and some players move from franchise to franchise and may not be as deeply invested in the franchise as others. He is someone who cares so much about the Royals, which just comes through in everything he does. So it's great to see him succeeding. I just know how good he can be, which is really exciting. And of course, he's been someone that we've taken, I think 17. He was 17 when we got him on board to start with. So his first match was batting with Dhoni keeping behind him. What a moment. And then he sort of launched on from there. And, Red Bull, one of our partners, actually have taken him on board as a brand ambassador. And I think that's really helped his development as well. Putting him in different situations, challenging him in different ways and continuing that development. So I think that's been really helpful in helping continue that journey for him.
Yeah. Just speaking of entertainers, you have probably the best entertainer going around the circuit right now in Yuzvendra Chahal. And along with him, you have Ashwin to, kind of shoulder the spin responsibilities. So very quickly, I'll just sum it up and, just take your thoughts on how big the signing of these two spinners was for you, because they did wonders for you the last season and probably got you very close to another IPL title. So you reckon you got them really cheap at the auction?
Look, I think we were very happy to get both of them. There weren't many scenarios where we saw ourselves securing both, so that was really, really significant. And as you say, usually he's not just an entertainer; he's just a wicket taker. He's a energy within the group. He's a glue that brings everyone together. And Ash, he's a thinker. He's such a smart player. He's always challenging. He's always thinking differently. So I think they work so well together. There's so much pressure from both sides when batsmen are out there. Which I think has worked well. So yeah, it was huge being able to get both of them. It was a phase that players, the batsmen on the other team, were always looking at that middle phase and thinking, "God, how am I going to get through this?" Which then put pressure on the power play, and you've got Bolton Prasad bowling unbelievably well through that. So I think the combination of our bowlers worked really well together. And yeah, we were delighted to get both of them as we did.
Just quickly now, just moving to the Red Bull side of Rajasthan Royals, not the side, basically the kind of role a brand like Red Bull probably plays in your talent scouting and development. This relationship goes beyond sponsorship, right? So if you could just elaborate on how this relationship with Red Bull is and how you guys work together in identifying talent, scouting talent, and then probably nurturing them and taking the next step by actually signing them at the auction. So how does the whole dynamics evolve with Red Bull?
Yeah, so look, whenever we partner with a brand, we want to have sort of deep synergies with them. And Red Bull was an obvious one. They give players wings, or give people wings, and we give players a platform to perform. And we've been one of the leading franchises in taking players from nothing and launching them on the India or on the international stage. And Rian and Jayswal are examples of that recently, of players who we've given that debut and platform to, who've gone on to perform really well. So Red Bull are part of that in the sense that, firstly, they've got Red Bull and Rajasthan Royals Speedster, where we work together to scout fast bowlers. Those fast bowlers then come to our trials. Some have been our net bowlers. We bid on some in recent auctions, and we're hoping that's a funnel in years to come of top talent coming through. You've got Red Bull Campus Cricket, which goes to 10,000 colleges across the country. Again, great opportunity to scout talent, great opportunity to actually build fan engagement for us as a franchise, and bring those players closer to the RR brand. And again, any talent spotted often comes to our trials, and can be net bowlers as well during the IPL season, which is, again, an amazing development opportunity for them. And then, more broadly, I visited the Red Bull Athlete Performance Center in Austria a month or so back, which was amazing. We've got some of our players who will visit. When he was with us before, Ben Stokes was there. Rian Parag is going to be going soon, and we're going to look to work with that Athlete Performance Center to really optimize how we look at the progression of our player development in the off season. And that might also be the mental performance side of it. So one of their leading individuals there is supporting our team here in India, to make sure we're at the forefront of progression in mental high performance, to help us perform during the season. So there's many aspects that Red Bull support us on, and that comes through to winning on the field, which is what we all want to do.
Yeah, just quickly on the jersey reveal, I think that was the most quirky thing which has ever happened in the IPL history. So your thoughts on the way you guys really revealed the jersey along with Red Bull? I think that was the fun part before the things really got underway on the field.
Yeah, look, I think we've done a few jersey reveals that have been pretty special. The one year just gone was with the motorbike rider going through Rajasthan and then ending at the top of the stadium and jumping off it into just some cardboard boxes, which was mad. And people asked me, did you fake it? Did you put some cameras so it looked like he was jumping off? And then there was someone, but no, it's like completely real. I think, I'm not sure his wife actually wanted to know until after it was done, because it was quite a dangerous one. But he had an amazing time doing it. The content captured was awesome, and to have Sanju and Yuzi there watching it made it even more significant. So we're talking through some very excited ideas for the season ahead. We've already done someone parachuting out of a plane and dropping it into the COVID bubble, sanitized. So there's so many things we're thinking of doing, and that's Red Bull. They're not just about developing the performance of players, it's also the content side where they're fantastic. So excited what we can create next.
Jake, now just quickly wrapping it up. After a couple of seasons now, IPL is very much expected to return to the home and away format. So how excited are you to return to the Fortress Jaipur Savai Man Singh Stadium? Because you have put plenty of bricks there and it has become kind of impenetrable now with the kind of cricket you have played at the home ground. So happy to be back home, if at all it kind of materializes that way.
Yeah, look, we're so excited to be back in Rajasthan and back playing home and away venues. I think, we've had a few years now where it's just been in one location, whether that's Mumbai or in Dubai or UAE, sorry. And not only for ourselves in terms of activating our fan base, but the 10 teams across India, the amount of marketing spend that goes on to activate it. We've got two new audiences with Ahmedabad and Lucknow with two teams there. I think the reach of the league, you think it can't get any bigger, with 800 million people watching, but I think it can get even more significant this year with the amount of activation going on. I think for the players coming across, experiencing all of India during these 2.5 months of the season is such a big benefit that in 2 years players might forget. They might forget about going to Hyderabad and having the biryani, going to Kolkata and seeing the architecture there, going to Mumbai and staying in the Taj Palace. All of these things that make the experience just another level for players. And people who've come from villages in different parts of India might not have ever experienced this as well. So, Rajasthan fans have been very patient over the last couple of years, waiting for us to come back post-COVID. I've been to Rajasthan, I think, 4 times the last 6 weeks. And just every time I get there, the buzz is so strong for us coming back. So I can't wait. I can't wait to be playing there. I can't wait to hear the roar of the crowd. And I can't wait to win matches for this team.
What's the goal for the upcoming season? Very quickly before we kind of let you go.
Number one, got to lift the title.
That's it. On that note, I think thank you so much, Jake, for sparing time with us, and for all you viewers for tuning in. Do subscribe to Cricket Next YouTube channel for all the updates from the IPL and the world of cricket. We'll keep bringing you a lot from Rajasthan Royals and other franchises as we build up towards the upcoming edition of the Indian Premier League. Thank you so much, Jake, for sparing time with us, and I wish you all the best for the upcoming season.
Pleasure, Sale. Thank you.